So we wonder why we have. Um, I know people don't like the term black on black crime, but there's a reality of what's going on. We can call it what you want, but the reality is that we do kill each other. You know, we are definitely victims of an oppressive system. I get all that, but Malcolm said it best. They made you, or they made us hate black. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why we have what we have is because of that. And this goes directly into the feeding us of white images and the negative black images, um, you know, and not having positive black images to look up to and inspire to. We do, but it's not promoted, it's not propagated. We don't learn it in schools, we're not seeing it on TV. And it's damn sure it's not in the churches either. So we need to have these images. It's very important for young black kids, little black girls, little black boys to see, themselves in a positive light and inspired to be those people. So in turn, they love black and they don't, want to hurt what they see in the mirror.
Oh yeah, you right about that, man. I mean, if you don't love yourself, you don't respect yourself, it's gonna be hard to love and respect people that look like you, even supporting their businesses, different things like that. We fight and kill each other for the smallest stuff. Somebody looked at me, somebody bumped me, somebody stepped on my shoe, somebody said some words. We ready to
Yeah,
go all out. But when
all
it comes
out.
to other groups of people, we like, oh no, we'll wait. Let's turn the other cheek. Let's do the right thing. Let's see how it play out. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. But that's a part of systematic oppression and racism. You know
Definitely.
that, that
Yeah.
that's all deliberate. It's not something. This is by design. You know what I mean? It's the reason why the education system is what it is. It's the reason why Hollywood is the way it is. They don't want to promote these types of images. So this is why it's important for us to teach our history. And that's another thing. Destruction of black civilization. It gave me. It was like, you know what? You have to share this information. You have to be, and one of the things it said was in the book, like we have to have our own archaeologists, anthropologists, Egyptologists, people who are, you know, disseminating information to our people, because if you depend on them, then I can give it to us the right way.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Now, my next question, you actually have been to Africa. Which African countries have you been able to visit?
So far, oh man, not as many as I would like. Um, but so far, Morocco, um, the Sudan, and in Egypt. Now, Egypt is, for me, a very special place, and I frequent Egypt quite often. In fact, we're going to Egypt in February with the group on the One Africa Return to the Source Study Tour and Conference, and it's going to be an historical event. It's going to be a conference featuring the top Afrocentric scholars from around the world. Dr. Theophile Benga, who was a close associate to Dr. Sheikh Anta Diop, Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Dr. Rosalind Jeffries, Professor James Small, Dr. Wade Nobles, Dr. Vero Nobles, Dr. Solange Ashby, um, Infudishi, and Anthony Browder, Anthony Browder and my brother Asar M. Hotep. So it's going to be a powerful experience. Looking forward to it. The conference theme is the connectivity of African cultures. And it's important to understand that, because the way Egyptology works is they've taken Kemet out of Africa and they've placed Egypt in the Middle East. The way we reverse that is by showing the connectivity of African cultures, particularly that of the Nile to other African systems, organizations, peoples around the continent. For an example, through the use of language, showing how the Meta Netia is connected to languages like Wolof, even some Yoruba as well, and also from the originating from the Central African region. showing the connection between like the Ankh and the Aquaba. Um, these are just all some. Excuse me. These are just some of the examples of linking African cultures together and showing the oneness of African people. And once you do that, the case is made and is established very well that the people are one, particularly those in the Nile in West Africa, or from the Nile, we say for the Nile River Basin to the Niger River Basin. And we understand history as the people were moving back and forth through the continent, particularly the seasonal migrations, you know, but they don't want to address this. They don't want to acknowledge this. They don't even want to acknowledge the African primacy of history. But it goes on further and further, man. We could talk about that for days, but that is the connectivity. That is the conference theme, which speaks to the connectivity of the African people. Again, one Africa, returning to the source.
Wow, man, you named some giants for sure. Big shout out to all of those, the elders, Asar Imhotep for sure. That's amazing, man.